an ancient giants-like nation who could pull trees from their roots and lift stones too heavy for 10 ordinary men. They proudly said,
"Who is more magnificent than us? Who has more glory than us? We are the owners of this land. No nation is greater than us. We will live forever and ever."
The people of Ad, an ancient and powerful nation after Prophet Noah. These people were from the descendants of Prophet Nuh, from the lineage of his son Shem. They were from the early generations after the flood. Quran says, "Have you not seen what your Lord did with the people of Ad? They belongs to the city of lofty pillars, known as Iram city, the like of which was never created in the land. They lived in the region known as Al-Ahqaf, in the southern part of the Arabian Peninsula, in a region between present-day Yemen and Oman, called Al-Ahqaf, meaning huge sand dunes, the sand dunes between Oman and Yemen. They ate roasted cattle, dates, honey, milk. A single warrior ate as much as 3 normal men. They began to consider themselves gods on earth. They carved huge mountains and built palaces out of them, and proudly said,
"Look at our magnificent palaces. Can anyone demolish them?"
Allah had blessed them with physical strength, beauty, prosperity, and abundant resources.
"Who can take away this prosperity from us? Whoever stands against us, we will destroy them. Look at our palaces that we have made. Can anything destroy them?"
Their bodies were strong like mountains. Their tall stature seemed to touch the clouds, and their cities lay in the embrace of the mountains.
"We build like no people before us. Our strength is higher than the skies."
This region had beautiful gardens, flowing springs, and fertile lands.
These green lands, these fruits, these gardens, is there anyone who can destroy them?
People of Ad were famous for their physical strength and engineering marvels. They built tall, grand palaces and mighty structures. Their buildings stood on pillars and seemed to touch the sky. They considered themselves the most powerful on earth. Proudly they said,
"We are the ruler of this land, and we shall remain forever." Our strength and wealth will only increase. No one has the power to not trade with us. Even the mountains tremble before our strength.
But this pride and arrogance became the cause of their destruction. They forgot that the very Lord who granted them strength could also take it away. Time passed, and disbelief and rebellion grew in their hearts. Then Allah sent to them his Prophet Hud alayhi salam. And remember when he warned his people in Al-Ahqaf. Prophet Hud was noble, dignified, and patient, sent with the signs and guidance of Allah. He stood before his people with dignity and leadership, calling them to the straight path. We sent to the people of Ad their brother Hud. He said,
"My people, worship Allah. You have no deity other than Him. Will you not fear Him?"
They replied,
"O Hud, have you come only to tell us to worship one Allah and leave the idols of our forefathers? We will never accept what you say." "O Hud, you call us to one unseen God, and you want us to fear a God we cannot see. Go! We fear no one."
Hud tells us to abandon our gods.
We will never obey him.
These words were advice, a reminder, and a final warning. But when arrogance settles in hearts, advice hits like a stone and shatters. They even said,
"O Hud, go! Bring the punishment of Allah that you threaten us with. We are not afraid. The rain will definitely come, and no one has the power to stop the rain."
Despite the continuous preaching of Prophet Hud, the people of Ad did not believe. Instead, they sank deeper into arrogance. When the time for their trial came, the first sign of punishment appeared as drought. The rain stopped. the land began to dry from within. The sky that once watered their gardens fell silent. Clouds stopped coming. Rivers shrank. Streams stopped flowing. The cool morning breeze turned into heat. Winds blew only with dust. The land slowly turned yellow, then brown, then like ashes. The Quran indicates that the people of Ad walked the earth with unjust pride, and scholars say Allah closed the sky upon them. For 3 years, not a single drop of rain fell. Their farms burned, leaves withered, dates dried and fell off like dust. Rivers and canals disappeared from the land. Women looked to the sky with their children, but saw nothing except smoke and dust. Animals started dying of thirst. Seeds burned inside the soil. People began praying, "We have no water left. When will it rain?" Their chief said,
This is not prayer, this is mockery. There is no repentance in our hearts, only pride. Go and tell him, if he is truly a prophet, let him ask his God for rain.
My Lord has everything, but when you have turned away from him, there is no mercy left, only trial.
Suddenly, a dark black cloud appeared.
This is a cloud bringing us rain.
Not knowing it carried not mercy, but wrath. Their faces showed joy, but the sky was filled with anger. The cloud was approaching their valley. The sky was turning darker.
Look, that is the cloud, the one carrying water. See?
Rain is coming.
Suddenly, the cloud, which first seemed soft, became heavy, filled with lightning. Its thunder shook hearts. It moved not like ordinary clouds, but as if driven by a powerful command. The first gust of wind came. It raised storms of dust. Trees bent. Water pots flew away. Veils of women blew into the sky. Camels and horses lost their footing. Another gust came. This was not an ordinary storm. Stones and sand blew like bullets. Mountains trembled. Palaces bent. With each gust, a person was lifted into the air and thrown to the ground. This storm raged for 7 nights and 8 days. In those days, their bodies scattered across the land like hollow trunks of date palms. The palaces carved from stone broke from their foundations and sank into the earth. Gardens once fragrant were buried beneath sand. When the storm stopped, the entire valley had become a graveyard. No voice, no shadow, no life remained. And the people of Ad were destroyed by a furious roaring wind, which he imposed upon them for 7 nights and 8 days. When the wind stopped, the sky cleared. The land was silent. Only a desert of sand remained. Those palaces that were yesterday symbols of pride were now nothing but dust. These were the people who denied the signs of their Lord, disobeyed his messengers, and followed the command of every tyrant. Then, in the silence of the valley, a slight movement appeared. From behind the sand, a few people slowly emerged. They were the believers, those who had accepted Hud alayhi salam. Allah had sheltered them in a mountain cave. The Quran says, "When our command came, we saved Hud and those who believed with him through our mercy." Prophet Hud looked at the remains of his people, the same people who once said, "Who is more powerful than us?" Now they lay buried in sand, like hollow trunks. These were the people who denied the signs of their Lord, disobeyed his messengers, and followed every tyrant. Standing at the edge of the mountain, Prophet Hud and his believers looked over the silent valley. He prayed, "O my Lord, you are the most merciful. We have seen your signs and understood your justice. Keep us firm on the path of the faithful, and protect our hearts from arrogance." Thus the people of Ad were wiped out, but the message, the advice, and the prayer of Prophet Hud alayhi salam remain until the day of judgment.